Hi, my name is Serena James. I'm 28 years old and I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. I've been singing for as long as I can remember, but for a long time, I stopped believing my voice mattered. Not because I didn't love music, but because somewhere along the way, I convinced myself that nobody wanted to hear it. I've auditioned so many times, talent shows, open mics, even record label meetings. And every time I heard the same kind of thing. You're good, but not quite what we're looking for. You're talented, but not the right fit. You're just not what sells. I used to go home, stand in front of the mirror, and ask myself, what am I doing wrong? Am I not pretty enough? Am I not exciting enough? Am I just not enough? And the thing is, I started to believe that. I started to shrink myself, to blend in, to stay quiet. I stopped singing in front of people. I stopped writing. I stopped hoping. But one night, I was sitting alone with my notebook, and I just started writing again. Not for anyone else, just for me. And I wrote down a line I couldn't stop thinking about. I was always enough. You just didn't look long enough to see it. And something in me shifted. I realized that I didn't need anyone's permission to be who I am. I didn't need to be chosen. I needed to choose me. That's why I'm here. Not to prove anything, not to fit in, but to finally stand in a place I once thought I didn't belong and say, I deserve to be here too. This song is for anyone who's ever felt invisible, for anyone who's been told they're not special, for anyone who's ever asked, what about me? I see you. And I hope through this performance, you finally see you too. Thank you.
I watched them rise while I stayed small, clapped for their wins, cried in the hall. I gave my all and still fell short. Every note cut like a sword. They told me, wait, your time will come. But silence stayed where hope should run. I smiled so they'd never see the war I fought inside of me. What about me? What about my voice? What about the girl who never had a choice? Screaming in rooms
Serena, wow. First of all, let me just say, I wasn't ready for that. None of us were. What you just did out there, that wasn't just a performance, that was a breakthrough. You walked out here quietly, humbly. You didn't come with bells and whistles or some over-the-top production. You came with your truth. And in a world that's constantly shouting, sometimes the quietest voices are the ones that hit the hardest. The song, What About Me? I mean, just the title alone stopped me in my tracks. But it was the way you delivered every line with your voice shaking and your heart completely exposed that made it unforgettable. It didn't feel like you were singing a song. It felt like we were listening to pages from your life, and that's rare. You know, I've been sitting in this chair for a long time. I've seen incredible singers, brilliant performers, but every once in a while, someone comes along who doesn't just sing, they connect. And Serena, you connected with something very real tonight, not just in me, but in everyone watching. I think there are a lot of people out there, young girls, women, even grown men, who have spent years wondering if they were enough, wondering if their voice mattered. And tonight, you stood on this stage and gave them an answer. Yes, you are enough, you've always been enough. And I'll be honest with you, it makes me angry that it took this long for someone to give you a stage. It shouldn't have, but maybe this was the moment it was always leading to. Because what you did tonight couldn't have happened if you hadn't lived through all those rejections, all those "you're not what we're looking for" moments. They didn't break you, they built you. And now look at you, standing in your truth in front of millions, owning your space. So Serena, from me, from this stage, I want to say what maybe nobody ever said to you before. You were never invisible. They just didn't see clearly. But tonight we did. And we're never going to forget it. Thank you.